that even starting the journey of you sending those personalized messages. I'm sure there's a lot of customers that are repeat purchases or continue to convert because they do feel like they're having that personal experience with the founder themselves. This last year we actually found most likely customers will engage when they do feel like they have a personalized shopping experience. It allows you to build brand affinity. And I think this starts with using, simple responses. For example, like a macro. A macro is a pre-canned response. So if your support team is, copying and pasting or cutting over, oftentimes that can be a little redundant and actually drive less efficiencies for your team. So using pre-existing responses that actually have the customer's first name, personalizing it how you'd like, pulling in their order information is really key. I know I was on the phone with an airline the other week and they asked me for my order number 6 times, and I don't ever want to purchase from that airline again. So that's a really great example of how, when you feel personalized, you feel like it's a seamless experience. That is really how you can personalize that for the customer. And Danny, would love to hear, I know you said you wanted to share some experiences around personalization or how you guys kind of scaled this at Bokusu, and would love to hear.
Yeah, so certainly we definitely take advantage of all the macros in Gorgeous. We use it a ton. I think we probably have well over 100 macros for different types of customer situations that are very personalized in different ways. Like even one example is, where is my box is a very common question people ask about their orders. And in our case, because we ship to 100 countries, we're using actually 5 to 6 different shipping methods based on the country. There's a lot of different things. Like some countries, it only generally takes 1 to 3 weeks. So then we'll find a macro that explains, wait, it'll take 1 to 3 weeks. And some it's more 2 to 4 weeks, or just even about the time period is one thing. We always pull in their name, and that saves us a ton of time so that we don't have to keep typing that out. There's a tracking number, we pull that in for last order. And so all of this has helped us a bunch, but I would say actually taking it a step further, what I've done to help personalize the shopping experience for them is for all new customers back in the day, once again, even before I used Gorgeous, I used to, using like a Klaviyo flow, would send an email to the customer one day after their first purchase from me. And it actually came from my real work email, my personal email, thanking them from the bottom of my heart and saying we're always open to feedback. So please give feedback to help us improve our service. And people loved having that direct line to the founder. As you can also imagine, as we kept growing, I could not handle those emails coming into my account anymore.
No.
So we created an alias, DannyT@bokusu.com. And then that was hooked up to Gorgeous, and that's what sends out. And then when they respond, that goes into a separate view in Gorgeous. And we have our like higher tier customer experience teammates kind of working on that view. And so then they actually really respond with macros, but sometimes they even customize it if there's some extra tidbit or story that the customer gives us. And the customers love that personalized feeling that they're getting reached out by the founder.
That's amazing. I think that's a really great best practice, a little hack to actually share, because I know you said your inbox was overflowing and that's not manageable. That breaks at a certain point. And that's always what I tell businesses as well is, right now you're managing out of an inbox and it might be working, but eventually as you scale, it's not sustainable. So still creating that personal feel that they feel like they're talking to you as the founder, I think is beautiful. And I think that even starting the journey of you sending those personalized messages, I'm sure there's a lot of customers that are repeat purchases or continue to convert because they do feel like they're having that personal experience with the founder themselves.